So, I think this one's quite a bit of a like juicy one based on pride and ego. So it'd be quite good to hear you guys' verdict. So, am I the arsehole for wanting a destination wedding even though my parents can't afford it? Wait, there's context. So I'm currently planning my wedding and I feel completely torn. My fiancé and I have fallen in love with the idea of having a destination wedding. It's honestly everything we ever imagined. If money wasn't a factor, I would literally book it tomorrow. The problem is our families are in very different financial situations. His family can afford comfortably the destination wedding and haven't raised any concerns about it at all. But my parents really can't. And more importantly, they don't want to feel like they're being financially carried, even though my fiance's family have offered to take over the costs. They would much rather we had the wedding locally so that both families could contribute more equally around the 50-50 mark. If we go abroad, the split will probably be closer to 70-30, with his parents covering the majority of the cost, which is extremely kind of them. And I know what that means. If they're paying more, they're naturally going to have more say in the wedding. My parents are quite reserved, so I already know they would step back from then making a lot of the decisions. I appreciate that they obviously have a lot of things they want to do for my wedding too. My parents have also said something that's really kind of stuck with me. They don't understand why anyone would spend so much money on a wedding in another country when that money could be invested in our future instead. And honestly, I do see their point, but at the same time, I've never really celebrated anything hugely, and I've really always dreamt of having a big destination wedding. I'll always feel like I'll let go of something really special if we don't go abroad, even if it means cutting guest numbers. So now I feel completely stuck between what my heart wants and what feels fair to both families. Is this just my family's ego talking? Should they back off so we can all have what we need? Am I the arsehole for still wanting a destination wedding, or should I give up on the dream and choose something more practical instead?
I think yes.
Immediate yes, you're an arsehole.
Yes.
Why? Why are you immediately going to yes?
Because if you're paying for it yourself, then that's fine.
Yeah.
But your parents are paying for it, so you need to understand that if they can't afford it, then you just have to not have a destination wedding and save that money. If they've even said like, why would you waste that much money?
But her fiance's family saying that they can do it.
That is not really the point, I don't
Okay.
think. I think to be less of an arsehole, and if she like a mini hole,
Like
If
a mini hole.
if she really wanted it, because you know me, I'm all about compromise. Like, where can we get this situation? Her
That's
parents
what
give 30%, her in-laws give 30%, and freaking put 40% in yourself.
Good point.
I agree.
Okay.
Actually, I agree.
That's un-arsehole-ish, is it not?
Do you feel like there is an ego sort of thing from parents? I'll give you guys a bit of context as to. I'm not going either way just yet, but the first time I got married, my ex-husband's family, they wanted certain things that wasn't in our capacity. Let's just say, right? Let's be frankly honest. We were on completely on different financial levels. They wanted certain things, it wasn't in our capacity, so they were like, no, we'll cover it. Was it difficult for, maybe the difference is it wasn't something I wanted, something that they wanted, but was it difficult for my dad to swallow his pride and ego with it? Yeah, I think it was, because he's a girl dad, and obviously in his mind is that they should do the wedding. He was happy with 50%, but again, I think it actually in the reception side of things worked out to be probably similar, 30-70. But my dad let go of it, and it was a great wedding and it was a great reception. So is this a case of, like you said, yes, there's a compromise, but if the other family's offering to do it, should they accept? Well, would you as a parent?
I wouldn't feel good about it.
Okay.
But it would also depend on my relationship with them as well.
With the in-laws or with your kids?
With the in-laws and with like who's got, like you said, do they have more say in that case and all that kind of stuff? And like, would they make me feel like a way about it? There's so many like intricacies here. I probably would rather not as a parent.
Is that because you lose say?
No, it's not because I lose say. I think, you know, if I'm offering to to do something for my children, then I think that they need to respect that I have a budget. It's like, they just started driving. They want like a flash car. I can't afford a flash car. I'll get you this much and you pay this much yourself and you cover this much yourself. I think, they have to respect that your boundaries too.
To play devil's advocate though, they can always get a better car, like eventually you only get married once.
Okay, that's not true.
No, sorry, I take that back. As two people sat here, they've been married twice.
Yeah.
I think that you don't want them later on down the line to say, oh, well, we paid something, so-and-so amount of money. Like, let's say if there's an argument or something.
Yeah.
Oh, we paid this and, you guys didn't do this and we helped you on this.
Is that
I think
us being
that's also
negative
the
though? That
aspect.
like,
I have one more point though.
Okay, go on.
As people that have been married multiple times,
Yeah, you don't just get
And
married
one.
once in life. I take it back.
the budget is never the budget. So what is the budget now?
Yeah.
It's not going to be the budget.
What, for the second
For
wedding,
the
you mean?
for the actual wedding.
The actual day.
Yeah,
Because
true.
everything moves, it's always
Yeah.
sliding
Yeah.
goalposts, and so you might say, okay, I'm going to spend 20,000, but then it ends up being like 28,000, right? And it adds up, and so that 30% might become 20%, or that 30% might become a lot more.
40%.
But it might just be a bigger chunk of money than you anticipated, and I think it's really unfair to put your parents in that position.
I agree. But going back to the point of when you said that if she really wants it, she can put a certain amount in her salary.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
With when we had our reception, there was stuff that myself and my husband wanted, like
Okay.
a photo booth and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we went and paid that. We halved it between myself and him, and paid for that. The cake, if you think about it, the cake's mainly for yourself, not the guests.
I didn't eat a single pint of my wedding
I
cake.
took the
I
whole
didn't even have a
cake.
wedding cake.
Oh, I
second
took
time
the
round.
whole cake home.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I never tasted my wedding cake the
No,
first time
there
around.
was too much dessert left, so they said there's no point giving the cake out, so take it home.
Oh.
Whereas I wanted to take 2 tiers home anyway.
Out of interest, did you and your husband split your wedding equally?
No, we didn't pay, we didn't split the wedding in half.
Which way did you split it?
So we added on what we both wanted.
I meant the rest of it, like reception,
Oh
ceremonies
no, that
and
was
stuff.
the reception was our side.
Girl side.
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
because my dad likes it that way. He
Right.
likes it the traditional way. Same with my sister's wedding. He paid for
Okay.
the reception. You know how they pay for the reception,
Yeah.
the godara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zams, you've got a boy and a girl. Thoughts on how weddings should be split if
They
they got
should
married?
elope and leave me out of the equation. Oh my God, go! I'll pay for your ticket to Vegas. Go. So,
You say that now.
I know.
I mean, honestly, it will depend on my financial situation. Don't forget, I'm a single mum, one income family.
Have you saved up for their weddings?
No,
Saved up for the flight ticket to go.
life's too expensive,
Yeah.
right?
That's what I mean. Has it now changed? Whereas, like when you first, my dad always said the minute he knew he had girls, I want to put money aside for like your guys' wedding. Obviously not the second one. He was like, you're on your own with that one. I paid for the first one.
Yeah, fair.
Which is fair. But even when I got married, like you said, there's certain things like that I wanted. Like I paid completely for my lady Sangeet because of the way I wanted to do it. But do you feel like, I mean, like, that was the first time around 10 years ago. But now, like, as a parent, do you feel like if your children want to get married, that is something they should be funding themselves?
I do feel like that.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm in a position for that much money on a wedding. Obviously, I contribute where I can, but yeah, I wouldn't want to feel kind of less than. And I think ultimately, after your wedding day, you do realize it's actually not the place. It's the people that you're surrounded by. It's the people that you're with. It's about,
completely.
a special day with
company.
your partner. And the rest is just, like, it's nice to have, but the truly, truly important things aren't the things that cost the money.
Yeah. Personally, me and Alex went a destination wedding. Like, obviously, we had a much smaller one here. We did, like... me and Alex went to destination wedding for this exact reason. Like, we really wanted one. Obviously, we did a much smaller one here in the UK, and then we were like, oh, the next year or the year after, we'll do something. Don't get me wrong, I still have that in my head at some point. But we chose to spend it on the house and travel and do other things. You're always really good with compromise. You already decided she's an arsehole. How can she make, so you think the way she can make the destination wedding work is take what her parents can afford, make sure it's equal with what the other family can afford, and then contribute the rest?
Yeah. And if she can't contribute with the rest herself, then why is she asking her parents to do it?
I would feel bad if that was me in
Yeah.
that position.
Yeah, I would as well, to be fair. I do, however, I've personally been in a position where the other family are at a different level to you, and there is that, not the power struggle, but there is that like struggle of like keeping up with the
Matching
Joneses
it, yeah.
a little bit as well, because you're going into that family. So that's why I was asking, is there an element of like ego and pride that maybe her family needs to let go of if they can afford to do it?
I don't know that they're doing it. Are they paying out of ego and pride, or are they just really, really nice and they don't see
they're
it?
just
They
helping
see
out.
it as the family's money and don't separate it. I don't think that can be a call, really.
Oh, I meant from the bride's family, because they won't take from the groom's family. Because you know they say like in our Indian culture, you don't take from the, in Punjabi they say from the kuram, which is the,
Oh, I see.
which is
sorry.
from the other way around. I don't think, no, I think if they've offered, like the fiance's family's offered, that's actually really kind. But, and by the way, I also do actually agree, I think they should spend the money on a house and travelling instead. Personally, go and have your destination honeymoon instead.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
Would you rather not just have a holiday?
you could
Yeah.
also take your wedding dress abroad and just get the pictures taken.
That's
which is something I
such a
considered.
content creator thing to say.
Something I considered, I was going to
Yeah.
take a wedding dress abroad. Just don't fit in it now. But yeah, so I suppose, is she then the arsehole for asking her parents, like for wanting this dream wedding and kind of putting the pressure on?
For putting the pressure on, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You already decided she was
Sorry.
a goner.
I still think she is.
I would agree. I think if your parents can't afford it, I'm very much on the do it yourself. Like if you can't afford it, you should be putting the money in.
Yeah.
You should save up, delay the wedding by a year or two. If your parents are gracious enough to contribute, and I do also think if your parents are gracious enough to contribute, you should be able to allow to spend it the way you want. And if that means a destination wedding, fine. But do it on a lower level. Do it on a level that's comfortable for everybody, that everyone can join in. And if you need the extra, top it up. Does that sound fair?
Fair.
Yeah, definitely.
Fair.
You are the arsehole. No, look, there's always a way around stuff. But again, we would love to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? Have you had a destination wedding? Have you had to compromise? Have there been where your fiance's family is a different position from your family? And how did you do that? So let's give the bride some advice and let us know in the comments. And as always, come back for the next one.